Das heutige Video beginnt mit einer Hydrationstabelle. Hast du genug Wasser getrunken? Versuche mindestens 10 Mal am Tag durchsichtigen Urin zu haben. Ernähre dich hauptsächlich von Obst und Gemüse. Trinke 1 Liter Wasser vor jeder Mahlzeit. Vielen Dank.
Let's talk about Enve. Enve wheels. Been using Enve wheels a long time. I rate the product. It's pretty good, especially when it used to be good in my opinion, when I had the old DT Swiss. The new DT Swiss EXP hubs are absolute garbage. Absolute garbage. All right. If someone gave me a free pair of the DT Swiss 180 hubs, EXP, the latest 2022 version, they're worth like, I don't know, $1,500 here in Australia, I'd say thanks, but no thanks. But the old ones, I'd say, you got the old ones left with the twin ratchet? Thanks. The new ones are crap. They shouldn't be on the market. They're bad for cycling. But the Enve, the wheel's pretty good. They're not cheap. They're not cheap. Let's compare the Winspace Hyper. I rate these wheels a lot. These are better quality. The Winspace are better quality than the Enves. The Enves are good. The Enves are great. Winspace, how do you get better? How do you get better? The hubs are good. The braking surfaces, incredible. Like when you use these, you go, why are people using disc brakes on road bikes? Really? I mean, I'm a huge fan of disc brake for mountain bike, disc brake for fat tires. But when you're dealing with a road race tire, like, this is performance, this is minimum aero drag coefficient, this is minimum rolling resistance. That skinny road tire, 100 to 120 psi, smooth roads, dry roads, boom, pinging along. Fantastic. Doing cobbles, 80 psi. In the wet, maybe 75 psi. But in a crit, 120 psi, smooth crit course, boom, fast rolling tire. Disc brakes are dangerous at that speed, at that psi, at that it's a very small contact patch there. Disc brakes are dangerous for road race tires. Road race contact point is really, that contact patch is very skinny. That's why I recommend rim brake. It's 700C rotor built in. It's better modulation. Look in the Duro, the crashes this year. Look in stage 19 where they come around the corner, grab too much brake, sliding across the road. Imagine if there's a barrier there. Anyway, let's go to the topic. Winspace in 2022 are a superior product than Enve. Enve's great. Enve is a poor man's Winspace. Winspace ain't cheap. I'll admit, the Winspace, they're not cheap. The Winspace Hyper 38, this is what this is. This is the best wheel they sell. I sell them, I rate them. I only sell what I believe in, by the way, okay? I only sell what I believe in. Right? I was selling Enve for a while there and I stopped because I'm like, they're good, but for the money, why wouldn't you go this? All right, so that's the difference between me. I'm the most trusted name in cycling, voted by a lot of people. There's other good people out there as well. But I will not sell out ever, all right, to my audience. All right? If Winspace stop making these wheels, I won't sell them. I won't endorse them. Because if Winspace moved to hookless, I'll be like, thanks, but no thanks, okay? Appreciate all the support and appreciate the great products you had, but bye-bye, no thanks. Hookless rims for roads, stupid, dangerous, very dumb. It's just cost cutting from the big industry there, all right? Taking the hook out of a road tire, mountain bike, okay? 20 psi, 30 psi, okay. But road, dumb, all right? Dumb. Don't do that. So currently the Winspace Hyper 38, why not the 50 durianrider? 50's more aero. No, not in Adelaide. It's very windy here. It's very windy here. I remember doing a 220k loop on these wheels, and they're a great wheel, but man, just getting blown around the wind doing 80k an hour down the hill, crosswinds. It's just so sketchy. Don't want that. But these, 80k an hour crosswinds or whatever, still holding up real good. No worries. I don't have to worry about my front wheel catching the wind with a 38 or a shallow section wheel. This is much more aero. Okay. If you're racing in the velodrome, go deep section, definitely. If you're racing on the road, shallow section for the win. Again, the bike industry is full of, if you're wanting something that looks cool, deep section. Deep section looks cool, man. More carbon, looks awesome. It's art. But if you want performance, go shallow section, okay? So it depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for art, go deep. If you're looking for performance, go shallow. If you're on the velodrome, go deep, okay? If you're doing 60, 70k an hour in the velodrome, go deep. But yeah, the Winspace, you can get spare spokes, you can get hub bearings, you can get replacement rims, but you're not going to wear this rim out unless you're using alloy pads. I've never ever seen someone wear out a carbon rim because the carbon pads are soft. The carbon pads are designed to wear out. The rims don't wear out unless you're riding in mud and the grit, and then maybe. But if you're using these for road race conditions, these rims, they're going to last you like 50, 60, 70,000, 80,000 kilometers or more, right? You're probably going to crash them and crack them before you're going to wear them out, okay? And if you do, they're relatively cheap to replace, you know? So yeah, there you go. And the pads that come with these Winspace hubs, Winspace wheels, fantastic, okay? Please, people, don't use alloy pads on your carbon rims. So many people don't even know. I've seen people, they buy bikes second hand with carbon rims and the brake pads are alloy. The person who sold them the bike knew or didn't know they got alloy pads on the bike. I buy bikes all the time second hand, and you'd be surprised how many people out there are using alloy pads on their carbon rims. Then the people go, oh, I wear my carbon rims out, disc brakes is better. It's like you're using an alloy pad, man, on a carbon rim. So crazy. But if you want some Winspace wheels, look up my reviews on them. This is called the Winspace Hyper 38. It's the only Winspace Hyper wheel I recommend. I don't recommend the 50. I don't recommend the disc. I mean, if you want disc, they're going to be good, obviously, but I just recommend rim. If you want something for your gravel bike, then yeah, you can go the Hypers disc. But otherwise, yeah, I love these rims. I've really abused them pretty hard over the last year. Ridden down stairs on them. Don't recommend that. But I put it through the paces. You know, I've put it through the paces. I've ridden gravel on them. Put it through their paces. They're not designed for gravel. They're not designed for stairs. They're not designed for bunny hops. They're designed for road race. But me being me, not having a driver's license, you know, I just like to explore things. And never having a driver's license. Anyway, that's the deal. If you want a pair of these wheels, use the code durianrider10. I get a little cut from that. Supports the channel, supports you. And great product. Why would you buy brand new Enves or lightweights or Zip in 2022? The only reason you'd buy those is you're paying for the sticker. The sticker. But when and that's okay. All right? You buy what you want to buy. You ride what you like to ride. But if you want the best carbon wheels money can buy as a wheel set, Winspace Hyper 38 rim brake. This is better than anything in the Tour de France. There's nothing in the World Tour that's as good as these wheels. Literally, there's not, because everyone's on disc brakes now. It's heavier. And that's another topic. But great wheels. I like stuff that just works. Spare spokes, hub internals, blah, blah, blah. Just works, man. Just works. I love stuff that just works.